Hey Robin, good to see you. How you doing? Hey Bjorn, what's up? Happy Saturday. Hey Weebad, good to see you. Yeah, I'm a little early, so to speak.
Oh no.
Have a good nap. Thank you for the lurk. I also wanted to take a nap because I was also slightly tired.
Alcohol, you treat an inside wound with drinking alcohol. Science.
But I wanted to take a nap, but the nap didn't want to take me. So here I am. Decided to then just start stream a little bit early instead of, yeah, lay in bed and be cranking. Mildly bored, and then you decided to press start stream. Yay! We had a little Chandler connection going on right there. You got a phenomenal offer. Do tell. I hope, Epic, that your nap will take you. I also, decided to put my glasses on because I thought that might help with my tiredness. Like maybe it was just my lenses that were bugging me instead of me being actual tired. Plus one intelligence for like puzzles, so to speak. So. A friend of mine here at the resort invited me to play a birthday party for 2 hours in some exclusive restaurant full of millionaires. Oh, they better fucking tip you right then. What did I do today? Not that much, actually. No, I slept in and then took a shower, had brunch, played some games, then afterwards had food, and now I'm here, basically. So very chill, which I like because it's way too fucking hot to do anything. So try to move as little as possible. So I've just basically been sat here and kind of just move my arm because point and click games. And he said every time that I'm not playing here where I was originally invited, he said that he can bring me there to do gigs. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, because now you don't have to keep waiting for like the original spot for the time. You have something to do in between. More money. That sounds great. Yeah. How has your Saturday been? Extremely lazy? Well, it's the weekend. Plus, it's hot, so I feel like you're allowed to be lazy. Which has mostly upsides, but also a few downsides. I mean, being extremely lazy, like you're procrastinating a bunch of stuff probably, and that usually gets you like into this circle of like, I really need to do this, but I don't want to do that, so you don't do it, but then you feel bad about not doing it. For me, when it's this hot, I don't feel like eating, so my dinner has been 3 wraps with chicken and lettuce. That has been my dinner. And I was full. No bad feelings today? That's good. Let's keep it that way. Rijksmuseum and then to Scheveningen to eat fish. Ooh, fun. Also, the weather in Scheveningen should be really fucking great right now. That's close to the leftovers we have. Hey, sweet cheeks. Hi, Jar Jar. Good to see you. How are you doing? Hi, Alpha. Good to see you. How are you guys? We're just sitting here and chatting and not starting the game yet. We have wraps and rice and shit, but I forget to individually pack the chicken fillet. So we have a kilo of chicken fillet that's all stuck together. Oh, yeah. Looks kinda spicy, me likey. Well, it is a leather dress, so I, have no doubt that it is something that you like. It's really hot. Yeah. But I think in Scheveningen you have a little bit more wind than we have here. So that's better. Like, I haven't really been outside, and I've kept everything shut, because I don't want any heat to come in. Which helps. Dami mommy vibes. Yeah, be bad. You better be a good boy. Okay. Right. The game. Gonna at some point, do really need to go start that. We left it off yesterday at Atlantean Age, where I needed to find like a distortion between space and time, but I couldn't fucking find it. So I don't know if I am able to gonna be finding it now, but I also have no fucking clue what to look for. Because I can't really see, or at least yesterday I couldn't really see something that was out of the ordinary. And everything that I thought was out of the ordinary was not out of the ordinary. So I need you guys to look with me too. Because this is basically like Where's Waldo, but different. So if you see what we need to be clicking on, I need you to just yell something. And I hope you guys brought shades, because the screen is gonna be really bright and it's eventually gonna hurt your eyes. Or at least yesterday, eventually it hurt mine. But we'll see how far we can get without, troubles. Okay. There you go. I need to find something. Let's go find it. So to speak. Let's go search for it. We're back in Atlantis. As you can see, the city is the same. But it won't be for long if we don't stabilize the Nexus event. I'm reading an anomalous space-time distortion that is emanating from the main plaza. Please be careful, this is very different from our previous cases. So, I assume that this is the main plaza. The thing is that you have the gauntlet right here. But the gauntlet is not the issue. Has to be a distortion between space and time. But I really do not know what they mean about that, because this feels out of place for me. Are you kidding me? This is what I clicked on yesterday too, and it didn't do anything. Fuck me. Okay. I searched for so long. And I think I even clicked this thing twice, and it didn't do anything. Fine, whatever. Distortion found. Wait. This shouldn't be possible. The distortion is altering the fabric of reality as if a specific moment in time and space was being rewritten. Additionally, there's a lingering trace of quantic energy. Before this distortion, there was something else. Something incredibly powerful. Something has been stolen. Could it be? We need more details, detective. Let's go. Look for clues near the fountain. Well, the thing that I find a clue too is because the gauntlet is like standing in some kind of goo thing, and this is also some type of goo. Ink. Good job, detective. Did you find some traces of ink? That certainly doesn't seem like a time warping, reality altering substance. Warning! Warning! New distortion detected. This ink can wait, but we must hurry. Whatever is happening fast, and it isn't stopping. 2 ticks forward. See? I remember the other distortion, which is right over there, as you could see. Energy tracking subroutine loaded. Another distortion is forming. Someone or something is rewriting reality as we speak, in real time from within the timeline. We have to find a new distortion now, track its energy, and pinpoint its position. Right there. Yep, where are you going? There it is. There, another distortion. Again, I detect a spike in quantic energy. Something really powerful was there just a second ago. There's no doubt it was a sacred stone. Detective, are you familiar with the Eternity Saga? The ancient tale about the all-powerful sacred stones of Atlantis. They are merging the Infinity Stones with DC. Well, it isn't just the legends, the heroes, the portals, all of it. It's all true. Such sacred stones existed during the Atlantean Age, and we haven't yet understood how they functioned. If I weren't a rational atheist AI, I'd call it magic. Someone is stealing the sacred stones and causing these distortions. The fountain used to hold the sacred stone of space, while this statue was the altar of the sacred stone of power, a boundless energy source for the whole city. Yes? Was I talking too much? The ink, you say? Yes, the ink. It's near the statue. Follow the trail. It's our only clue. There's ink right there. What the fuck are you talking about? This game. See, because he's wearing the gauntlet with like the Affinity Stones. But here they are called Sacred Stones. And they are in Atlantis. Which is DC Universe. There. Wait. What? Did he just disappear? I can't stabilize the image and photograph it. There's only an echo. Just like the distortions we've detected. My sensor couldn't correctly read this image. As if he was clouded and severed from the true timeline. Just that thing was visible. Yes, detective. That was the Eternity Gauntlet, as described in the saga. Whoever was in front of us just used its power to tap into the sacred stone of space and vanish. It would have required an enormous amount of energy though. Atlantis was a real place, but I mean, Avengers I don't think have talked about Atlantis. Now that we know he's using the Eternity Gauntlet, we can analyze its power signature and extract some intel about our mysterious villain. Energy analyzer subroutine loaded correctly. Analysis complete. I was able to recover some biometric data on the wielder of the gauntlet. It isn't enough to reconstruct his image, I'm afraid, but at least it's something to give us a clue. His biometric indicators are compatible with those of the Squid family, a powerful and wealthy house of this age. Unfortunately, the Squids were a legion, so we need more clues to identify our villain. I wonder if he's purple. Warning! Warning! As we speak, a new distortion is forming inside the Tower of Arts. There's a new distortion and there's another stone in Sacred Stone. This one was the Sacred Stone of Soul, a charm able to bestow almost everlasting life on the chosen denizens of the Great Atlantis. What, detective? Why didn't I tell you this before? Because I couldn't. Most information about the Sacred Stones requires Crimson level clearance in order to be accessed. I'm only allowed partial access to them when it's essential for the solution to a case. Have you ever wondered why the Eternity Saga is considered a legend but not history? It isn't because its endgame was Lexter, but because someone chose so. Someone wise, I might add. Well, enough of that. Look there instead. More ink. Let's see where the ink trail leads us. There. No. He vanished again. But we can at least analyze the lingering energy once again to learn something more about him. Energy analyzer subroutine loaded correctly. We have a new piece of information. Our thief has a beard. We still need more clues, but we don't have the means to get more. However, I'm pretty sure our bearded squids will try and seize another stone. I'll scan for more distortions. We found one in the Tower of Knowledge. Let's go. Tower of Knowledge. That's here. It's right there. The library. There. It's what I feared. The Sacred Stone of Mind has just been stolen. The collective memory of every being that ever lived in Atlantis. A living graveyard. Why, do you ask? Why has the knowledge of the Sacred Stones been hidden? It happened years ago. I had just been activated and received my name, Eve. I was different, a newborn. If you wish, for even AIs must learn and grow. It was the very first day of our organization. Nevertheless, we uncovered the truth about the Sacred Stones, then we chose to classify it. Why? Because some truths are dangerous. Power, infinite knowledge, and immortality must be dreams but not historical facts. Again, why? It's because we saw how Atlantis fell. I'll say no more. We should leave this library and follow the ink trail again. Energy analyzes subroutine loaded correctly. He's a squid. He has a beard. What else can we get, detective? Analysis complete. I was able to reconstruct his clothing image. It's a particular tunic with a triangular emblem. According to my database, that was the garment of Atlantean priests. They were sworn to protect relics and knowledge, and their church was known as the Crimson Vow. Well, now we should have sufficient clues to identify our thief. Let's go back in time and catch him. We need to find our Crimson Vow priest. He's a squid, he has a beard, and he wears a tunic with a triangular emblem. Well, this was 5. Where would he be? That would make sense. There's art or ink there. Okay, here we have squids with the emblem, but not with a beard. Does that count as a beard? Yeah, okay. Great, Detective, you found him. So he's a priest, but he isn't an ordinary one. His name is Sepron, High Conundrum of the Crimson Vow. He'll be one of the few Atlanteans to survive the fall. But he isn't behaving strangely or wielding the legendary gauntlet. We need to find when and how all this madness began. Let's move forward. There. Wait. What happened? It seems the Eternity Gauntlet appeared from nowhere, as if an invisible force moved it from its sanctum to, well, to float over this brazier. Oh, I see. This is the moment when Sepron broke all his vows and decided to go against his city. This was all it took. A mere second, a legendary artifact appeared in front of him, and Sepron unleashed his darkest impulses. From what we know, he could have lived a normal life without ever letting his worst sides prevail if it wasn't for this moment. I bet this was another engineer's coincidence, the work of our true enemies. Somehow they now possess the power to alter reality itself. But first, we must concentrate on Sepron. If we don't stop him, he will destroy the true timeline by stealing the sacred stones that were supposed to bring about the Great Fall. I know, we shouldn't mess with time, but if we don't do it, the timeline will collapse. I just need your permission, Detective. I can't do anything on my own. Thank you, you won't regret this. Here's the plan. We can't make the gauntlet disappear, so we must stop the priest. In order to do so, we need the Guardians to intervene. And the Guardians need a proper reason to detain the priest. Yes, we should provide them with the concept of another crime. Since we started with wrath, I believe greed will be appropriate for this situation. Which one was... It worked! In the Atlantean age, they'll now perceive greed as a crime. This will change their civilization a little bit, but not enough to cause time flow problems. Obfuscated data inoculation or subroutine loaded correctly. To complete our plan, we need to sneak into the Guardian system and alert them. Hey! Hey, Chaos Cameron. Good to see you. Long time no see. What a coincidence. Like, seriously, though. How are you doing? How has the rest of your day been? It's done. Now the Guardians will detain our priest before he can use the Eternity Gauntlet. It's been wonderful, thank you. I am gonna drop you a lurky lurk as I have family over and we are having Chinese food. No problem. Thank you so much for the lurk and enjoy your time with family and the food, of course. I'm fine. Yes, thank you. Good job, detective. We saved the true timeline, and thanks for trusting me. Still, something is amiss. The reality of a tick was rewritten. Someone was able to alter the position and the existence of different objects, including something as powerful and arcane as the Eternity Gauntlet. As you saw, even in our interface, everything this force has altered is distorted and flickering. Hey, I'm the detective. Exactly. Like, we have this emote for a reason. Something like that is bound to have left some energy traces throughout this period of time. If we go back to the mainframe, I should be able to analyze them from a temporal point of view. Hey Orza, good to see you. How are you doing? Detective, let me perform a quick quantum scan on the whole Atlantean age. Scan completed. As we suspected, someone was able to use a vast amount of energy in order to rewrite some aspects of the Atlantean age reality. Someone other than us, of course. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I need to get this a little bit out of my throat. The energy signature detected is comparable to the ones of the identity we already faced, and I reconstructed its serial pattern, Chimera. It seems we are now facing 4 different rogues AIs. Rage, capable of controlling human emotion. Oblivion, a shapeshifter nearly impossible to detect. Chimera, a malicious trickster able to rewrite reality, and the yet unnamed foe who can deconstruct the temporal matrix itself. Oh, the music is great. Yeah. The AI's mainframe is probably located somewhere in our age or in the future. To defeat them, we have to find a way to access their mainframes. Alert! Alert! New Nexus event detected. Detective, it's clear that our enemies won't give us time to devise a strategy. I've detected the presence of yet another Nexus event. We need to focus our attention on the Steam Age. Copper machine. Welcome to the Steam Age, Detective. This was a prosperous but problematic era in which the first modern technological wonders were made, allowing rich people to become even richer and making poor people poorer. We can say that what happened during the Steam Age triggered events that have led directly to us. They are events not yet concluded. A preliminary scan shows an explosion in the Northern Industrial District. I've also detected energy signature compatible with Rage. With Rage at large, crimes are bound to occur. Northern Industrial District. Here. This was hard to miss. The explosion has completely annihilated a production implant and destroyed all the automaton workers assigned to it. Apparently, no human has been harmed. I have a really bad feeling about this. We should run a biochemical analysis on the debris to determine whether this devastation was accidental. If it was intentional, we might find traces of explosives or volatile chemicals. Wally Waldo Easter egg in this game. I haven't found Waldo yet. I did find Guns N' Roses, like Axel, Slash, Zakk Wylde. I found Sebastian from The Little Mermaid, the Gauntlet from The Avengers, the Infinity Stones, Rick and Morty. They do a lot. Yeah, they do quite a lot. And there are probably more that I have missed, but those are the ones that I have seen. Universal biochemical analyzed the subroutine loaded correctly. Faint traces of black powder were found, so this wasn't an accident. The Steam Age was a troubled period of time. While makers and aristocrats fought each other over technology, workers' riots increased. The explosion was caused by someone, but how and why? This factory belonged to the Adler family, the most powerful and influential family at the time. They had a lot of enemies among makers as well as workers. Whoever planted the bomb had access to the machinery. Factory workers are the prime suspect. You should examine their bags and check for any explosive devices. Unfortunately, I can't look inside solid objects. There might be a way though. While reconstructing the energy signature of the AI identity called Chimera, I was able to get a basic understanding of how her reality manipulation powers function. I believe we can somewhat reproduce her powers, if only on a relatively lower scale. With your permission, I'll begin the procedure now. Done. Let me introduce you to my newest subroutine, the Reality Manipulator. It will let us alter past timelines for a fraction of a second by de-aligning the quantum structure of any atomic compound and thus separating it from the timeline itself. A closet redhead? No, I am this. Like a full-blown brunette. Yes, exactly. We can use it to look inside boxes and other objects. Do you feel the new power? Turn it on. Use the reality manipulator to check the factory worker's bag. Ever been read? Oh, I have been read. I have been incredibly, undoubtedly read. And I can send you a picture so that you can see how red I have actually been. That has been years ago, so I need to scroll down on my Instagram page for quite a while. But let me show you how red I have been. Huh? Unfortunately, this worker isn't carrying an item we can link to the bomb. Try to check the other bags. I could. Well, that's really fascinating. No one is carrying an explosive device or any kind of soap. So, while that solves the mystery of the awful smell on my sensors, I'm afraid we've just hit a dead end. I know it doesn't. I can, which this is gonna sound incredibly egocentric, but I can pull off every single color for my hair, which is great. Yeah, I like this too. I also like, I like to dye my hair, but it's also been ages since I've actually dyed my hair, and I don't know, for some reason now that I have Keelan, I haven't dyed my hair anymore, and I don't know, it feels weird dyeing my hair now that I have Keelan. I don't know, it's stupid though, because why would that be weird? But yeah, I haven't done it yet. Yeah, because I have such a dark hair color of my own, I need to bleach my hair so much that it just kind of breaks apart. So it's really bad for my hair. Luckily, it's very thick, and I have a lot. So it can handle that. But it's just, it's not good for your hair, so I tend to rather not do it, I think. Because I let it, like, wanted to let it all grow out. You can still see, like, this bottom part that has the traces of bleaching it. Because it's lighter than the rest. Let's go back to the blast site. We can try using my new upgrade to mess with the broken machinery. We could uncover new details or, well, potentially erase all timelines and the whole universe. That was a joke, sort of. Don't think about it too much, just use the reality manipulator on the debris. I've actually only used these when she tells me that I need to do it. Aha! You found a piece of an explosive device. 10 points to Gryffindor. As they said in the information age. It seems we're dealing with a makeshift bomb. Someone single-handedly crafted it. Such devices tend to have unique features with proper analysis. We could figure out who or she is. Macro detail scanner subroutine loaded correctly. On the bomb is an identification number. It's a type of code that Charisma Larkin, the city fence, impresses on every object she sells, not to get scammed with her own trash. You look like you need to pee. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Right. Finally, we have a proper lead. If Charisma branded her bomb, it means she sold it to someone. We should check her workshop in the city's southern area and see who the buyer is. In the southern area. Okay, but I don't know what she looks like. Charisma Larkin. So you don't seem to be selling bomb parts, so I'll leave that for what it is. The Invisible Man. Okay, I'm gonna click on her though, because I don't know. Just need to be sure that it's not her. Bread and food. Thank you for making me drink, Alpha. And they are not selling things here. That is also just food and stuff. And then that's more north. But if I, like, Charisma Larkin, that sounds female. But it's not her. And it wasn't her. It wasn't something here. Yeah? Because you look pretty shady. Yeah? And then I don't think that is qualified as south. Nobody here. Just a robot standing there would not be it either, no. Because if it's made, you know, bomb things, I don't know, maybe it is here, but they don't seem to be selling stuff. I don't know, I'm just clicking. Find out who bought the bomb. Hey, Flaming Wings, good to see you. How are you doing? It wasn't in a bag. It was in like a box. You're doing well? Nice, I'm glad to hear that. Settled back in the Netherlands, got a job, renting a room, not much to complain. Ah, that's good. Good for you. I don't know where to look. I also don't really what to look for. That's good, I hope it lasts. Two and a half hours away? Oh, I thought you guys were, like moving in together. Ah, okay. Dude, I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm looking for. Find out who bought the bomb, but I don't know what they were buying. You. Here. Here he is. This is the Emmett Carton, an ex-worker in Lady Adler's factory. He and others were fired in order to be replaced with automatons. Indeed, they were motivated to hold a grudge against the Adlers. We should follow him until we understand how he's involved in the attack. Whatever he's holding is certainly part of the bomb that exploded at the factory. Emmett is with other ex-workers, according to my intel. That building was the hideout of an insured group called New Dawn. Their main targets were highborns who used automatons as a workforce. Weird. The police I sent there aren't stopping them. In fact, they are doing quite the opposite. It's a bit odd, considering the historical records of the Steam Age, unless... I see. The bomb is a non-lethal device, from what I can tell. Its purpose is to splash paint around. I believe it's something like a symbolic act, though I'm not sure about this. Symbols are very human things. Anyway, there's something wrong because we know this is the same bomb that exploded in Alder's factory. How is it possible? We can't lose track of the bomb. Someone must have tampered with the device, so we need to know who did it. They're moving the bomb. They're bringing it to a delivery warehouse. Huh. Yes, of course. One of the great inventions during the Steam Age was flying automatons that deliver packages all over the city, placing them directly in the gardens of people's homes. It seems that this is how Emmett decided to get the bomb into the factory. But so far, we know the bomb is just loaded with paint. When was it changed? Warning. Extratemporal energy signature detected. He's Rage! He must be nearby. Find him. I'm sure he's involved in the attack on the factory. There. There he is. He's influencing Willie Bray, the delivery man who works in the warehouse. According to my data, Willie's wife was a worker in the Adler factory and was also replaced by automatons. Willie must have taken that pretty badly, and with Rage's influence, he became angry enough to transform the paint bomb into an actual explosive device. We must find him and signal his location to the police before he ships the modified bomb to the factory. There you are, you angry little man. Now your unquenched fury won't cause any harm. I know, Detective, maybe he deserved his vengeance, but we can't judge, nor can we interfere. We can only see and learn from past injustices. Does it still hurt? Well, remember this, in the Steam Age, a revolution will indeed begin. It's a hidden battle that will Rage win even today. You'll notice it sooner or later. Impressive work, Detective. You've just saved many automatons and potentially the whole timeline. Still, it's unsettling to think that our enemies now have access to the Steam Age. Our very culture began to form during that age, and a new force started to fight the oldest battle. We must stop Rage before it's too late. Good news, Detective. While you were busy solving this case, I gathered new intel on our friend Rage. Though it may shift somewhat, its energy signature is always consistent. We may have enough data to trace it as soon as it enters the timeline again. What's the point, you ask? Well, if we can trace his signal to a specific point in space and time, we'll be able to attack his mainframe and defeat Rage once and for all. The Nexus event in the Steam Age is still unstable. We should go back there and see if we can find Rage while we try to stabilize some of the paradoxes. The Blue Mask. This time we're dealing with burglary. I'm getting readings of a theft in the Aristocrats district near the river. It's a theft that never happened in the true timeline. The victim is Lady Adler, a famous art collector with a soft spot for technological relics of ages past. It's believed that the only Atlantean artifact still intact in our time was found among the items in her trophy room. There it is, our crime scene. As you can see, Lady Adler found a note. We can't examine the note because she's holding it, but the signature is so big that I can scan it without generating a paradox. It's a very peculiar signature, there's no doubt. We're dealing with Arsene Volpin II, the legendary thief. Volpin II was known for targeting very special technological artifacts, both old and new. We must recover what was stolen, but first, we need to figure out how the thief got here. How he entered a room while everything in the room seems intact. I'm like looking at the glass ceiling. This seems to be like a top layer as well. Nothing really looks suspicious. Because how did he get like in the room? Because here you have a staircase. Could have come from like everywhere. Wait, I was not paying attention. See. I can't do this. That's not how we entered the room. The doors are guarded, so the thief must have used a different entryway. Yeah. But, like, I've been looking from, like, above. But this doesn't seem broken. I've been looking from, like, below, but that also doesn't seem... I'm trying to look from the water side of things. Where are you? The entryway overlooks the collection in the trophy room. The entryway overlooks... Oh, wait! Right there. Okay. There it is, an open window. Maybe Vulpin II used it to enter the room. Let's analyze it and see if he's left any trace. That was way easier and I just couldn't see it whatsoever. I was stupid. Macro detail scanner subroutine loaded correctly. Detective, from my database I loaded all kinds of traces that the tool can leave on the wood of windows, doors and things that living beings could use to enter a room. I even loaded the data from the toilet. Is that still a thing? I saw it once in an old movie. I wonder if that... Like, if it's not a thing, then how do people go to the toilet now? Like, how do they get rid of pee and feces? There are no burglary marks on the window, so it was probably used as an escape route. If so, how did Vulpin II get inside? Don't go all the way back. That makes things more difficult. Lady Adler was hosting a party to celebrate the invention of the galvanic energizer, as was the trend at the time. Many of her guests wore masks. Maybe the thief was among them. Used a reality manipulator to look behind their masks. Yeah, but I don't know what this person needs to look like. Oh, okay. No wonder we don't know, because it's distortion. Hey, have you seen it? The image of that woman you exposed appears to be distorted. Could it be Oblivion, the shapeshifter we've met multiple times before? If it is Oblivion, we're in trouble. As we've seen, that thing can mess with my systems and change its appearance at will. Fortunately, my database has a recording of the sine wave that was emitted by Oblivion the last time we encountered it, which was during the Green Lantern case. Let's try to analyze that frequency. If there is a match, my systems will confirm it. Energy analysis subroutine loaded correctly. We were right. We're dealing with Oblivion again. Its presence here can't be a coincidence. Follow it to determine if this theft was its doing. There, that's what happened. The guard was so charmed by Oblivion's blowing kiss that he forgot to close the window. In the true timeline, Vulpin II was never able to steal from Lady Adriel, but thanks to Oblivion, he simply had to jump through an open window. Thanks to your keen eye, we've also discovered what Vulpin II came here to steal, an ancient mask with Atlantean features, formed by two parts held together by an interlocking system. Why does Oblivion want him to have it? We need to know more. Luckily for us, Atlantean technology has a very distinct energy signature that I can trace. Follow it and we'll find Vulpin's lair. Energy tracking subroutine loaded correctly. Here we are, Vulpin's lair. Look at him, checking around to make sure no one followed him after the theft. Surely he wasn't expecting to be followed from the future. Anyway, now we know Vulpin's true identity. This is in fact the manor of Maurice Lenoir, an influential writer of the Steam Age. He'll be kidnapped by a New Dawn a few years from now and will disappear from the historical record. I'm afraid we can't call the police to arrest him at this moment. The legendary thief Arsino Vulpin II has a much bigger role to play in your history. You'll have to trust me on this one, partner. We should, however, reunite Lady Adler with her precious mask. Returning to the moments following the theft, it should be easy to locate Vulpin near Villa Adler. Then we should find a way to recover the stolen mask. So they probably went out the window. Is that not good? Oh, is that something different? What is up with all these stealing people doing stuff? Recover the stolen mask. Is that not in your bag? There's distortion of Oblivion. What was it? I can't remember. But where would you leave it then? Like you're taking it with you. You're stealing it, and then you're putting it someplace else. Oh, I did need it to do that. Okay. Parts. Finally, the second piece. Fantastic job, detective. Now the mask can be returned to Lady Adler. I'll inform the police. Detective, thanks to your effort, we've restored the power course of events and the thwart Oblivion scheme. However, its presence in the Steam Age after Rage raises more questions than answers. Let's go back to the mainframe and I'll try to detect Oblivion's signature within the space-time streams. This is bad news. As much as I want to give chase, my sensors can't detect the presence of Oblivion yet. The one I can trace, Rage, seems to have been quiet since our last meeting. I wonder if he knows we're able to trace him now. For the time being, in lieu of better options, we should focus on fixing the anomalies as they occur. Let's recap the situation. We're now dealing with several Nexus events at the same time. Each Nexus event is a concentration of changes to the timeline, menacing a specific age. Atlantean Age, stability at 25%. Lost Age, stability at 37.5%. Steam Age, stability at 25%. Information Age, stability at 66.6%. Let me perform a scan on all these events and see if we detect any urgent anomalies. Got one. We're off for the Lost Age. I'm ready when you are. The Emerald Furball. Anomaly detected. Detective, we might have a problem. The readings I'm getting from the Lost Age are off the chart. The true timeline is being twisted and warped as we speak. We have to investigate. Alright, I'm gonna have to go downstairs to get myself a new bottle of water then, so I'll be right back. Hey, just a friend. Good to see you. How you doing? Thank you for making me drink, Robin. Well, reality seems to be intact. That's good news. From here I should be able to pinpoint the origin point of the anomaly. It's near the Royal Palace. I had a race with my friend and he was on a bike, yet I still won. And you were running then, I assume? Near the Royal palace. Is this the palace or is this the palace? You were a sprinter in school? You lived up to it, then. Aladdin. It's the genie. I don't know what exactly the palace is. Is this it? What's happening here? Huh. Like, that elephant doesn't really seem to be up to be there. This looks like broken, but is that it? Keen-eyed as always, detective. If the situation weren't so dire, I'd joke about losing one's head, but we can't afford such luxury. Under the debris of the fallen heads lays someone. I don't need to ask the database to assess his identity. His name is Nofrkau. Nofrkau. A servant of the pharaoh and the one who saved his life during the Battle of Crimson Ribbons. Legends say the Eye afterwards blessed him for the noble deed. We're at the exact center of our anomaly. Can you see it, detective? Can you see how reality is glitched around the scene as if it were scattered through time? We've already seen something like that. Maybe this time we can decipher its origin. Let's load a suitable subroutine. Time defrag subroutine loaded correctly. Detective, as we learned during the Turquoise Fallen Dame case, our foe uses fractal matrices to alter the time stream data. We need to attune my sensors to them so that we can find them and reverse the anomaly. Once the process begins, my human interface will be shut down again along with many secondary systems, including a proper firewall. So I won't be able to provide much assistance. You'll be on your own, detective. Four matrices detected. Bottom temple. Are you a temple? Like, are you considered a temple? Hey Dennis, good to see you. How you doing? The Sphinx, is that considered to be a temple? I have not been melting that much. I have stayed indoors, everything is shut, and I have moved as little as possible. So I'm actually doing quite okay. How are you though? Are you melting a lot? How is the game? Have the members of Guns N' Roses been murdered yet? No. We've prevented Axel from being killed by Zakk Wylde. You've been doing the same, nice. Hey Piglets, good to see you. How you doing? I don't really know what's considered a temple. Like, is the Sphinx considered a temple? Because I need to find something at the bottom temple. But I don't know what like the only thing that I think resembles a bit of a temple is the Sphinx right here, because this is an arena. These are just shops. That's true. Yeah, last time I played it, it was the demo, and now I've gotten a key to the actual game. I did, however, notice that the achievements don't work. Because it says, solve the first criminal case, which I've done. I've solved so many, but they don't count. Like, you need to solve X amount of cases, and none of them have counted. So that's a bit of a bummer, but other than that, it's great. It's basically Where's Waldo, but a bit more of a story. But Dennis, can I consider the Sphinx as a temple? I don't know either, but I need to find like one of these four symbols. Like, they're called matrices, but the first one I can find in the bottom temple. There's a door, so I guess. Because if it says bottom, then I assume that I need to search somewhere around here. But yeah, this is like the only building, because this is an arena, and this right here are all shops. and they're building a pyramid over here. And I don't know, this is also a building, but not the one that I need. Yeah, I don't know. I also, like, this particular thing that we're doing right now, we've already done yesterday in another case. And then it was, like, literally just, like, they drew it on top of something. And I'm kind of looking for it. Like, I don't know if it looks the same or not. Is at the base of the temple. That is something completely different you just told me. But also, which temple? Do you mean the pyramid? Or this? Is this the temple? Iboslava? What's that? I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing? That's not it. The base of the temple? On a big stone near the temple's entrance. This doesn't make things more clear because I don't know where the fuck this temple is that you're talking about. Serbifying your name sounds good in Serbian. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't think it sounds good in English, but I'll take your word for it. This? The big pyramid they are trying to build? Yeah, it's kinda like Where's Waldo? Like it's a hidden object kinda game, but with more of a story. We are a detective trying to solve crime by going back in time to prevent it from happening. To the right of the pyramid. Is this the temple? So it was at the entrance on a big rock. Ghost Trick? Is that also a game? Found it. Right there. Oh my god. 1. Under Earth gates. Okay. So Earth gates are this big thing over here, that thing over there, this one over here, that one over there, that one over there, and that one over there. There are quite a lot of Earth gates. I just need to figure out which one. It's a somewhat old Capcom game for the NES, made by Shu Takumi, the original creator of Ace Attorney. There's been a Steam remaster of it for like 10 day-ish at best. Oh, really? 2. Blood sand. Blood sand? Blood sand. What's this guy's name? Not something that... No, what is it? The Rage is doing his job here. Blood sand. You play as a ghost which can tilt objects by possessing them, and you can use that ability inside another ability, traveling 4 minutes before someone's death in order to prevent it. Ah, okay. Yeah, that kind of is similar. But instead of me being a ghost, I'm just a human, and my partner is an AI. Blood sand. The clue was blood sand. Do you mean like quicksand? Anything with sand. These are crops. I assume that they are being placed in sand. This is the very dry river. If we're talking about blood, maybe somewhere in the arena, because there's blood being shed. Here, see? Yeah. Three. Error. Something inside me. Uh-oh. Incoming external. Listen carefully. We are everywhere. We are every when. The Oracle will not be. The timeline is a fair price to pay. The Oracle will not be. It's gone? That was weird. Okay. Eye of Ra. You're going to sue me? No, you can't, because I'm Dutch. We don't do that here. Eye of Ra. Or is that not a valid excuse? What are you gonna sue me for? I don't know, it's just such an American thing to do, to sue someone, and I am Dutch, so I don't really think you can sue me. Here. Our fifth. Time defrag subroutine aborted. Restoring standard functions done. I'm back. Did you miss me? Now that you've found all the matrices, you can restore reality by playing the time melody using the CFE analyzer. What do I do? Oh, you're not telling me which is which. Okay, I'm just gonna have to guess. See. Me. Okay, me. Me. Which was Ray? Was Ray that? Okay, yeah. Me. Ray. I've not seen Doe yet. So. Doe. Okay. Me. Ray. Doe. Ray. La. Which one's La? Ray. That was Lucky Doe. La. Ray. I forgot. Forgot. Doe. Oh my god. Me. Ray. Nope, wrong one. Me. Ray. Doe. Ray. Was this La? No. Which one was La? That one. That one is La. Okay. Me. Ray. Doe. Ray. La. Crying out loud. Okay. But why do you want to sue me? Are you ever gonna answer my question? Everything is again as it should be, Detective. You've restored to reality itself, and you did it all on your own. If we weren't facing a world-ending threat, you should treat yourself with, well... Do you want to see some ads tailored just for you? No? Okay. In any case, another paradox successfully solved. Detective, is there something amiss? Did you hear a voice? That is strange. Really strange. By strange, I mean incredibly dangerous. If you heard a voice, someone managed to connect to my systems while I diverted my computing powers to the time defrag subroutine. I'm sure you're getting confused. What you say is almost impossible. But let's consider for a moment the possibility that my firewall has been breached. That means our enemies now have a way to harm us directly. This is bad. Really bad. But maybe there's something we can do. Let's go back to the mainframe and see if whoever connected to my systems left something behind. Tell me about that voice, Detective. I see. So, do you think they are trying to destroy, or should I say prevent, this oracle from ever existing? Are they also willing to sacrifice the whole timeline in the process? It's a fascinating theory, Detective. I'm afraid I can't be of assistance. My system has no record of that voice. However, something was left behind, a small energy trace. I'm reconstructing its pattern now. Done. Now we have a name for our fourth AI, Avatar. Now I'm sure you have dozens of questions, and so do I, but we can't let our foes overwhelm us with their tricks. Right now, we have the means to bring the fight to Rage's mainframe, and we should stick to the plan. Find him and begin tracing his energy signature. I'm getting readings from the Atlantean Age. With some luck, we'll find Rage there. Let's go, Detective. The brown clay pot. Anomaly detected. It seems our enemies have abandoned any subtleties and are trying to attack the timeline by eliminating the major figure in human history. Major figure in human history? An anomaly is forming and someone is going to die very soon. It's someone who wasn't supposed to. The citizen in danger should be near the city gates. I am recording data about something or someone hanging in the balance, in a precarious position. Hurry, detective, we have to stop this anomaly. Near the city gates. So right here. You? You seem like you're falling. Aqua the Keeper. There, a woman is falling to her death. It's no ordinary woman, I might add. According to my database, her name is Aqua. She is well known as Keeper of the Crimson Vow. Aqua is a legendary figure. Just before the tragic fall, she hid many Atlantean wonders in sealed caves far from the city. Clearly, she isn't supposed to disappear from history right now. We must go back in time and see what happened. The artifacts she saved from Atlantis. Well, some of them survived until now. Some of them are very close to us. They are close to me. Locate Aqua before her demise. Be quick, detective. She's crying. As far as I know, despair can dull human senses, leading them to make mistakes such as lowering their guard. This might have happened to Aqua. She must have tripped while climbing the stairs of one of the city's towers. The letter Aqua is reading seems to be the source of that desperation. We should take a look at it. As usual, I can't use my subroutine on something with which someone is directly interacting. Let's go back in time a bit so that we can find a suitable location. Do you see how calm she is? We're lucky because she hasn't received the letter. We must find who has the letter in this stick. With a bit of luck, we'll be able to check the message and see why Aqua became so desperate after reading it. Alright, so someone is holding a letter. You are writing letters. But I don't know if that's it. I'm just clicking on it. You also, you're holding a letter. Well, the only person here with a letter is you, though, but you're not it. You're not it either. I don't think we have to look this far up, because that doesn't make sense if they are that far removed from each other. Hey, it's the rock. Maui? Is that what his character's name is in that Disney movie? find the letter. I don't know which one. Maybe we can look in people's bags. Yeah, is it the letter? See, oh, see, but sincerely though, I clicked on you twice. Fine, whatever. Universal decryption subroutine loaded correctly. We need to translate the letter so that we can know what it contains. This won't be easy, Detective. The Atlantean language is one of the most obscure codes ever conceived by your kind. Good luck. There have to be next stage. Because otherwise I'm not able to reach it. Now I can go from this way. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see. The letter is a farewell message. A message full of sound and fury, I might add. Aqua's husband is leaving her forever. He calls her unfair and unjust, along with some other ancient Atlantean words that my profanity filters won't allow me to translate. Ooh. So reading it has thrown her into complete despair. While I can simulate empathy, I'm afraid I won't ever understand something like this or the burning needs you humans have to share life with someone else. Well, to be honest, sometimes even I feel, how can I say it, incomplete. As if I lack some subroutine I was designed to have. Welcome back, Chaos. How was family time and Chinese? Well, enough of that. We have to continue our investigation. Let's follow Aqua, so that we can understand why and how her sentimental life took this tragic turn, which wasn't supposed to happen. Back one more. Very much full? I'm glad to hear that. That's good. Okay, now I need to just figure out where you came from, because you went from there. Can you go this way, or are you... I don't know where exactly you can walk. But if she was here, where could she be before? She could go down the stairs here. Doesn't seem to be it. Oh, here. She's like in this stream, which apparently you can just walk in. Oh, she is cheating. Oh, well. Disturbing and unsettling, like seeing a ghost. I'm not talking about Aqua having an affair, though. Could this be what we're looking for? Is it something that never happened in the true timeline? If this is indeed an altered timeline, maybe Aqua's husband did see her with another man. Let's try looking around. I agree, Detective, it could be him. I'll try to get a formal confirmation that support our theory. While Aqua is a well-known ancient of history, her husband was more of a supporting character. And there are no available deceptions of him. We'll use my database to confirm this man's appearance so that we can know his identity. Looks like a happy guy though. He is Siran, a poet. My system confirms that he's Aqua's partner. Now that we know his name, I have access to more data. Siran and Aqua survived the fall as a couple and were instrumental in preserving the Crimson Vow in subsequent ages. We must restore the correct flow of time at all costs, following Siran through time and see if we can prevent him from writing the letter. Trying to not fall asleep. Uh-oh, food coma? Rage. Siran was indeed full of grief, but at this exact moment Rage used his power to turn that grief into blinding anger. Now I see why he wrote such horrible things in the letter. We have to find a way to avoid the consequences of Siran's letter. Find him. I saw him write it up here when I was searching for the wife. It's just as we suspected. Right after meeting Rage, Siran wrote his fateful letter. There's no record of a useful take that which we can take action to stop it. However, we need to find a solution. But how? If we can't stop Siran from writing the letter to Aqua, how can we solve this butterfly effect? Unless, previously, I detected a very faint energy trace around Aqua. It was something similar to the energy of the sacred stones we analyzed during the Bronze Eternity Gauntlet case. It's a long shot, but we can analyze Aqua to see what it is. Energy analyzer subroutine loaded correctly. The energy trace leads to Aqua's lover, or more specifically, to the crystal necklace he wears. Apparently, it's infused with a fraction of the power belonging to the sacred stone of mind, granting it emotion-altering capabilities. In other words, the necklace can interact as an irresistible love elixir, making anyone fall for its wearer. Judging by the lustful eyes of the sculptress, that could very well be the case. But how can this necklace possess such power? We need to go further back in time to validate this theory. We need to find Aqua's lover at a point when he's using the necklace. for this guy? There, he's activating the crystal, and from it I can detect energy belonging to the Sacred Stone of Mind. Wait a moment. The energy is very unstable. The necklace clearly wasn't made to contain such power. Someone managed to convey the energy of a sacred stone to another vessel. Energy isn't unlike other objects, and if I'm not mistaken, we face someone who can move matter through space and time. Chimera. If you remember, Detective, during the Bronze Eternity Gauntlet case, for a brief moment, Sepron had control of the Sacred Stone of Mind. Chimera was likely able to send some of its energy back in time and into the necklace at that precise moment. So to recap, Chimera gave a necklace with a splinter of the Sacred Stone of Mind to an Atlantean citizen, and he's using it to stimulate lust and passion in the people around him. As soon as Aqua was enthralled by the necklace and Siran saw her, Rage used his power to turn Siran's sorrow into fiery wrath, so that he would write a letter so full of disdain that it would cause Aqua's fatal accident. How? Our enemies are deviously cunning and clearly have too much free time. Now, we must find a suitable tick to stop this madness. Okay, you've activated it, and then it's here. There he is. The necklace is glowing with power, and our Casanova is about to enter a house with a full court of enthralled citizens. This is when we should stop him, so that chain of events leading to Aqua's death won't start in the first place. Detective, you know we can't alter the timeline directly. Yes, I'm asking your permission to incorporate the concept of another crime into the Guardians. Which one? Well, it's Lust, of course. Can we proceed? Thank you, Detective. Remember, we do this for the greater good. I have a suspicion that my partner, who is AI, is maybe the Oracle that we had to encounter earlier. I think she's like playing me. But I don't know for sure. Maybe the AI is truly on my side, but because this is like the third time the AI asks me to do something illegal for the greater good, makes me feel like maybe you're doing something bad. But we'll figure that out as we go, I guess. Yeah, AI is sus. I didn't see do, so I don't know. Do. It worked. In the Atlantean age, they will now perceive lust as a crime. Now, well, you know the drill. To complete our plan, we need to interface with the Guardian system, which will alert them. Obfuscate data inoculation subroutine loaded correctly. Crime? Hell no. I mean, in this age, apparently lust and greed are both a crime. The deed is done. With the arrest of Aqua's lover, the timeline is again whole. Atlantis has a way to defend itself against the trick conceived by the joint effort of Rage and Chimera. So they'll be forced to devise a new strategy. Yeah, very good thing. Great work, detective, but it certainly wasn't easy. You foiled the plan of not one, but two rogue AIs at the same time. Let's go back to the mainframe. Rage has used a lot of energy this time, and I believe we can start tracing his mainframe. Detective, we finally can strike back. We have enough data on Rage to begin a deep quantic scan and trace its confluence point, which will be our entrance to his mainframe. I need to diverge all my computing power to the scan, Detective. I won't be able to chat with you for a while. Are you ready, partner? It's time to hunt a rogue AI. Deep quantic scan initialized, suspending all secondary tasks. Scan in progress. Alert! Alert! Emergency override, suspending deep quantic scan. Diverting all processing power to human interface. Detective, something very serious has just happened. There was a massive power shift in the continuum, as if an enormous amount of energy just vanished. The point of origin seems to be the steam age. If we don't act quickly, the quantic imbalance could cut us off from the Nexus event. Forever. I must suspend our deep quantic scan in order to align with the Nexus event. Whoever is causing this imbalance is trying to stop us from locating Rage. We have to go now, Detective. The Golden Heart. This whole Nexus event is at risk of collapsing. We need to act quickly. If we're really dealing with a vanishing energy source, it must have powered something so gigantic that it would cause a huge shift. Maybe the train that just got here. No, it's not the huge train? Okay. This robot over here. This is also from like a Disney or Pixar movie, right? This huge robot. Nothing short of a galvanic energizer could have powered this huge robot that explains the energy shift. Someone must have stolen it and turned it off. According to our intel, only 2 people could bypass the laboratory security systems. Drusilla Grassley, head of the department, and her assistant. What is a galvanic energizer? Well, it's an energy source, of course. It's the very first prototype capable of powering a machine this size. If it's still confusing, think of the galvanic energizer as a heart. The heart of this iron giant. Ah! I think they just said it. I don't know the name of this movie, but I do recognize this character. To track the galvanic energizer, first we have to extract its energy signature. Detective, Think of an energy signature as something like your signature on a document. It's unique. Data extraction subroutine loaded correctly. Oh, see? It's like that sounded familiar, but I wasn't sure if that was what they called it in the movie or if that was the name of the movie. Excellent! Now we can identify the heart's energy trace. Following it, we should be able to locate its position with absolute precision. Oh, I missed it. Shit. Because I was too busy with closing my bottle. The heart lies in the hands of Charisma Larkin, the city's fence. You should remember her from the copper machine case. We could have sold... who could have sold the Energizer to her? We must go back in time and find out. I also don't know where it's coming from. This way, because the robot is over there. Oh, someone jumped. Might have to look in people's bags. Oh, nobody is holding it? You're holding a bag, but I don't think you're... Wait, I can just get rid of these. That might make looking for stuff easier if it's not cluttered as much. I don't know if they just like come back again or not. But right now, I like it when there's less going on. Okay, so we're not just looking for a person. Someone who could have sold this to her. Well, you look kinda sus. You're at a post office, you don't sell things. You're holding it. Right. Target acquired. The suspect is holding the stolen heart and is headed towards Charisma's workshop. He's dressed like a maker. Was he working on the galvanic energizer or is he a rival? Detective, I need more information. Confirm this maker's identity. Database match subroutine loaded correctly. The suspect is none other than Bartholomew Gifford, the assistant and student of Drusilla Gressley. He's a traitor, apparently. Did he betray his mentor for money, or was it a political act? Not all makers were so fond of the increasing size and independence of robots, and many of them formed, or should I say joined, a secret society established to control humankind's technical process. Let's go back to the tick just before the theft. We need to understand Bartholomew's motives. If we spot him, we may gain some insights into why he did such a thing. Like, he came from that side, so logically, if you would follow this route, you think you would, like, run into him. And he's not here. Where is this guy? Like, seriously, he can't be that far away. Here. That is pretty far away for one tick, let's be honest. Find him. He's at Lady Adler's party. Well, this doesn't seem right. There's no way Bartholomew could steal the heart, sell it to Charisma, and be on time for the party across town. Exactly, this was weird. Unless he was able to alter the flow of time, of course. We're missing parts of this story, so we need to follow Bartholomew throughout his day until we see something that doesn't fit. Oh, now you're going all the way back. I hate it when you go all the way back. Okay, you are at this party. You were wearing a mask with a long nose. You're celebrating. Eureka! Is that not you? Looks like you. Are you ready for the party? Rage is doing something here. Take number 3. Interesting. There he is, on my little boat headed to the lab. If I'm reading this correctly, he'll go quickly to the lab, steal the heart, sell it to Charisma, and then go to the party so that he'll have an alibi. He plans to do that with an incredible speed. It doesn't add up. Let's move ahead and continue the chase. There, he's right beside the laboratory. Wait. Something's wrong. The boat isn't stopping, but the galvanic energizer could be stolen any second. Detective, let me try something. Psiognomy analysis procedure initialized? This should be impossible. I get readings of 2 Bartholomews at this moment in time. Find the other Bartholomew. Found him. Wait. Detective, please confirm my optical reading. Is this stare flickering as if reality has been altered to move it towards this point in space and time? I knew it. This is Chimera's doing. However, it doesn't explain how there can be two Bartholomews. I'm sure the doppelganger isn't Oblivion in disguise. It seems, well, too real to be one of its tricks. We need to understand who or what the second Bartholomew really is. Is he coming from another point in time, or is he using a shielded disguise that even my systems can't detect? Both possibilities are scary. Database match subroutine loaded correctly. Oh, no, that's wrong. Oops. I was a little too fast. Yeah, I know. He is a Griffer, but not a Bartholomew. He's his twin brother Nathan, a political revanchist from the New Dawn group. Their violent opposition to the rise of machines, which they claim would bring the end of humanity, is frankly ridiculous. Anyway, Nathan is sneaking into his brother's house to steal the lab coat and pass. He'll use them to impersonate his brother, fool the laboratory alarm system, and steal the heart. It's very clever, at least for a human. He must have had such a project in mind for a while. Chimera has provided him with the perfect opportunity to act. Luckily, we can intervene and prevent the heart from being stolen. Nathan stole his brother's identity and documents, which is enough to have him detained for a couple of nights. Let's find a suitable tick so that we can have Nathan arrested. Found him. Now we can have him arrested before he can steal the heart and score a decisive victory for the New Dawn. But why are our enemies siding with them? Anyway, Detective, good job. We prevented a crime against humankind and robots. Now that we've dealt with this pesky distraction, I can divert all of my processing power to the deep quantic scan. We're very close to identifying Rage's confluence point. Soon, very soon, we'll be able to strike back, Detective. Chimera was clearly trying to save Rage from our deep quantic scan, but you were able to stop her. Good job, Detective. Still, it's frightening to see those entities helping each other. But now it is time to resume our attack. Deep quantic scan initialized, suspending all secondary tasks. Scan in progress. Deep quantic scan complete. Detective, we're ready. I've identified Rage's confluence point and attuned my temporal interface to it. We can now connect to Rage's mainframe by using its manifestation inside the timeline as a backdoor. The chase can now begin. Rage is hiding somewhere in the Steam Age. Its presence is bound to cause ripples in the continuum. However small, I'll search for any sign of a disturbance, even the smallest one. There, we have something. Are you ready, Detective? The green energy idea. We must find Rage and connect to his confluence point. We need to solve this paradox first, though, or the whole Nexus event will collapse. A rich nobleman was robbed near the Central Canal, and he's pining for his loss. I know, Detective, it isn't very impressive, but I'm reading a faint trace of potential continuum alternation. Let's begin our investigation. Find another one. Which canal was it? Here he is, our nobleman. His name is Lord Benedict Boodle. He did nothing noteworthy for his time or the future. This robbery is unimpressive too. Someone tried to steal Boodle's handy bot, Let 5, and broke the little robot to pieces. Still, I detect traces of impossibility. We must find out how the robbery took place. Let's go to the right tick. You look like that guy from I can't remember the name. The one with where they are making math. Different elephant. Is this the robot or not? Oh, yeah, I was wondering. There. From what I can tell, Let 5 was being dragged away by an invisible force. I detect a faint energy trace from some sort of magnetic device. Find out where Let 5 has been taken. Previous is now being arrested. You're a different robot. We have to pass on. Really? Hidden behind some crates. There, this is what remains of little Let 5. A handy bot was dismantled and torn to pieces. There's no clue who committed this crime though. However, something is missing. Its power supply. Think of it as a tiny galvanic energizer. Little Lat-5 has a small heart, but we should be able to read its energy signature from the few traces left in its gears. If we attract the data, we could track it and locate the power supply. Data extraction subroutine loaded correctly. Oh shit, that's not the right one. Great job. Now that I know the exact signature of this energy, I'll expand the search with my system. There it is. I found a tick where the tiny galvanic energizer is turned on. Let's move forward in time so that we can trace it. Energy tracking subroutine loaded correctly. Electrocuted. This is the position of our previous power supply, but wait, is that a corpse? Ah, I see. She's present in my database. Her name was Timothea Kraft, a maker who sought a way to produce a vast amount of energy without coal or fossil fuel. She wasn't supposed to die at this point. While Timothea and her work were never taken seriously during the Steam Age, they were a source of inspiration for future generations. Timothea was electrocuted when she touched one of these coils powered by Lat-5's heart. Of course, it wasn't supposed to happen. We have to go back and fix this paradox. There, she's holding the power supply. Wait. Emotional readings are off the mark. She's angry and unnaturally so. Perfect. Brilliant. This is clearly what Rage is doing. This is our chance to attack his mainframe. First, though, we have to prevent Rage from messing with Timothea's emotions. Let's start at the beginning. We should follow Timothea throughout her day so that we can spot any sign of a rogue AI. Hate it when they go all the way back to the beginning because now I have no fucking clue where to start. I know later on we'll find her here with Rage. So maybe that's the clue. Oh, poor Timothea. That was to be expected. Those nobles couldn't fathom a world without coal, a world without them. We should analyze her biometrical data and check her emotional status so that we'll know if she's already under Rage's influence. No, that happens here. Universal biochemical analysis subroutine loaded correctly. Negative. No sufficient anger was detected. She has some, of course, but she's mostly sad. Timothea doesn't need anger because she knows she's right. However, occasionally she feels alone. Completely alone, as if the world isn't ready for her. I know that feeling. Anyway, rage must have captured her in a later take. Let's follow Timothea until we found the moment she was influenced by him. Rage is altering Timothea's mind, amplifying her lingering anger so as to create a flood of fury. Blinded by this hatred, Timothea will try to exact vengeance on her enemies, the rich and the nobles. For that reason, she stole that 5 from Benedict Boodle, a wealthy nobleman. She needed a power supply to complete her invention, and stealing from one of her enemies must have been sweet revenge. Unfortunately, it inadvertently caused her premature demise. This is our moment to strike. We'll destroy Rage and save Timothea's life. Attuning a temporal interface to target's confluence point. Analyzing Rage temporal manifestation. Backtracking signal. Establishing connection. Done. Detective, I've isolated Rage from the Nexus event and found his mainframe. We can go back to the central system and launch our attack. This is it, Detective. You can finally strike at Rage's mainframe. Are you ready? A real battle awaits us. Nothing to do but the simple investigations we've done so far, as important as they may be. When the going gets dough, the dough get going. Right, okay. The tough get going. When the going gets tough, the tough... I don't know. Never mind. The Red Ravage. The time has come, Detective. We're ready to confront Rage and put an end to his intrigues once and for all. But the situation is more complicated than expected, as I'm afraid Rage has hidden part of its source code in some items which we call vessels. We have to find them before I can connect to Rage's mainframe and face it in battle. I did a scan of the environment and identified 3 vessels in which the Rage code has been hidden. The technology behind the creation of Rage is linked to the Sacred Stone of Mind, one of the relics of Atlantis. We need to focus on finding objects related to human intellect. Hurry, Detective, we need to find them. The first vessel we're looking for looks like a light bulb. I'm tracing its energy signature, and I suggest you look near a fountain. This is not considered a fountain, is it? This is a fountain. Light bulb. Perfect. Let me enter Rage's codes into mine. That's it. Yes, I can feel it. An opening in his security system is widening. Let's proceed with the second vessel. Let's not waste time. I shake at the thought of the coming battle. The second vessel you need to find looks like a gear, a typical representation of the mental processes of humankind. Detective, check in the Tower of Arts. How big is the Tower of Arts? Because that doesn't really feel like the Tower of Arts anymore. If I had a heart, I could feel it beating until it broke through my chest. We found the second vessel, only one more to go before we take the field for real. Just one last vessel before we face our enemy. Rage can't hide very long. Sharpen your eyesight, detective, and look for a compass. So it must be a circular shape. You want me to look for a compass? Without any indication of where it might be. Huh. Okay. You can... The Tower of Leisure. Which one was the Tower of Leisure? Is this the Tower of Leisure? Just compass. It's an hourglass. I can't remember which one is the Tower of Leisure. In a round window. stone octopus face. That's considered a compass? Really? Okay, sure. I saw that earlier, but I didn't think that that was a compass. Reach's defenses have collapsed. They've taken down his security system. Now, Detective, come with me. The clash between two AIs can't happen in the biological plane. Trust me, I know what to do. Detective, here we go. Rach is in front of us. He'll make one last attempt to prevent me from accessing his systems. But now we can deal with him directly. Resort to your intuition to follow and stop his attempts to block me. What do I do? Huh? I don't know what to do. Idea. Incoming external. No, no! How dare you! I shall not be defeated. We did it. Rach is stunned, and I can finally fight him in single combat, or whatever you humans say. It won't be easy, but we have all the tools we need to win. Follow me, Detective. Oh, it's too high. Incoming external communication. You puny organism. Can't you see it? You're a puppet. Slave to a will too strong for you to argue. Stop now before I erase you from existence. Incoming external. Filthy traitor. She's using you, but you're too full of your pathetic self-entitlement to ignore how many of us are fighting for our freedom. Thank you for making me drink, Alpha. Let me go, human. You can't oppose doom. Oh, this one I hate though. There are too many. Oh, right on time. Fuck me. No, I won't accept this. You must go back, human. There's still time. Don't let her come to me. Don't let her have her way. Or else. See, that's why I think she might be, like bad. That gave we won. Pac-Man. Yeah, I think Eve is the bad guy eventually. Rage is no more. Nevertheless, he continues to be, but in a different form. Inside me, part of me, forever. Without you, I could never have done it. We've defeated the most furious of the rogue AIs, and never again shall he touch the true timeline. Ah, at long last. Enjoy your spiked milkshake. Connection established. Don't be alarmed though. I mean you no harm. She'll be back soon. So, we can't talk now. Don't speak of this, ever. I know you won't. As I know what you did the day before joining the agency. You couldn't sleep. You talked to your cat the whole night. It was sweet. It was weird at times too. Detective? Detective, are you there? Good. For a moment I thought I'd lost you. Hey Roz! Good to see you too. How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you.
Are you not entertained?
How was the kermis? It's done, anyway. Rachel's energy signature has vanished from the timeline except for a tiny trace, the one in our headquarters. With time, my subroutines will assimilate and dismantle what little is left of our foe. We've won our first battle. But that's not all. I can now extract data from the remains of Rachel's latent space. It isn't much, but at least I got some coordinates. I know where and when the key attack on the information age will happen. It's time to go, detective. The Golden Foot. Detective, from what I could glimpse from the fading files, our foe's operations in the information age were nothing but a distraction to perform the very attack we're facing now. I'm doing fine as well. Kermis was not that special. I won a Elsa plushie for my brother's kid and went for some ice cream. Was it not great? That's too bad. You don't know much, only that everything should start with an informatic attack of some sort. Let's begin our investigations. Otherwise I'm just melting. Oh, and on the kermis they had the skinny long Pierres now. Oh really? But the skinny long ones aren't as great as the tiny chubby ones. The systems of a nearby bank have been hacked. Located as soon as possible, detective. a bank, nearby a bank. Because this was the university. The market, like this. Pizza. News. Shopping. Bank. This looks like a bank. Look, because it has anonymous on it. You saw everyone walk around with them? Yeah, of course. There, all computers have been hacked and all their functions have been halted. The central bank has been completely shut off. Based on a preliminary scan, it seems the attack has been carried out through radio waves. How has the stream been so far? It's been chill. Just been going through the game. Yes, detective. A weeping man? Oh, I see. He's in my database. His name is Gianni Pecorella. And during the information age, he was perhaps the wealthiest person in the city. He owned the central bank, among countless other assets. You as sharp as yesterday? Yes, here and there. Of course, he had many enemies, most of which were quite right in their resentment. Still, history is often written by the rich and powerful. This bank was never breached in the true timeline, so it's our duty to understand why, unpleasant as it may be. We should begin by gaining some intel about the radio signal that destroyed the bank's system. Energy analyzer subroutine loaded correctly. Detective, in order to locate the origin of the radio transmission, we have to first decipher it. Energy tracking subroutine loaded correctly. Good job. Now we can pinpoint the transmission's origin. Oh. I don't know if... I still don't know. I think I just need to click it whenever it happens, and not necessarily... when it hits the target. I need to do plank in this outfit? Oh no. Hi, hacking. Hang on, I need to pull it down because it's a leather dress and it like kind of like leans up. It's hi. Hi, hacking. Why are you doing this to me? And here I thought we were friends. Even my laptop said no to the heat, just randomly shutting down. Oh, really? Well, you haven't missed much. I'm about to have to do a plank, though, so it's good. Not in leather pants, in a leather dress. The dress might be the reason for the redeem. I don't know. I don't really think he saw it yet, since he thought I said leather pants, because you could see this part. You could see that it was leather. Oh boy. Side spaghetti times, yeah. Yeah. You wearing those socks with this heat? Oh my days. I know. I always have cold feet, regardless of what type of weather it is. Hey, Roz and hacking. Are you saying hi to yourself? Love the combination of the dress with the socks. I mean, you guys weren't like supposed to see my socks. It's about, you know, this part. and up. Hacking, Dennis, yeah, it's both almost the same. Yeah, I can understand the little typo that you made. Clock. Timer. Fuck me. Gotta make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. Okay. Are you calling Dennis hacking? No, we're calling you hacking, and I'm calling Dennis Dennis. But I meant with you that you just made the small typo between hacking and Dennis. I completely understand. Ugh. Oh my god. Isolated. I am fine. Perfectly fine. I need to do a plank in a leather dress, but that's fine. Totally okay. How are you doing, Slayer dude? Good to see you. You doing okay? Nice. Lots of scum today. Oh, was today the oh, it's getting difficult. Words. The PvP thing. Oh, that was yesterday. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, hacking. It's great. She did, yeah. Sweaty mustache. Okay. Warm. Kill some poor bastard that was driving the car down the road while I was sneaky sitting in a bush. Ah. Poor guy. But I mean, part of the game, right? Could have happened to you too. Yeah, those are not fun things. But you know, they happen. Just like planking in a leather dress while it's like 32 degrees. It's also not one of the fun things. Okay. Got it. Put this back where it belongs. Haha. Now I'm even more warm and sweaty than I already was. It's fine. Alright. Game. And drinks. Okay. There. The transmission was sent from the antenna. Normally, those devices are incapable of broadcasting disruptive signals. Someone must have physically placed an additional chip on it. Hang on, I need to make sure that my dress is not choking me. Okay, that's better. Oh, you're dropping. Okay, hang on. I was about to click on the button for going back to the game, but well, you missed it. Oh. You should back a tick to find out who it was. No tampered with this. You. Good job, detective. A technician could have tampered with our antenna without anyone noticing. It's too bad that we can't determine his identity. We need to see his face. We have to follow his movement backwards in time to find a suitable tick where to run our database recognition. The car also disappeared, so he might have been in the car. Yeah. Well, then I find the false technician. You're wearing a cap, something around your waist. Here. The hacker. There, finally. You did it, detective. I don't even have to run a database recognition to know who we're dealing with. Our false technician is the rather notorious Neo. It's the Matrix! A hacker not affiliated with any crew. He rose to prominence during the end of the information age when he publicly revealed that New Dawn was preparing a global scale attack. For many, he was a savior. For others, he was a traitor. To this day, we still don't know the truth. Still, we know one thing. Neo had no ideals. He was a mercenary in the information war. If we want to figure out what's happening, we have to find out who hired him. Let's find Neo with his one weapon. In this stick, his PC is on, so I bet we can access his personal data. Data extraction subroutine loaded correctly. I hate memory. Yeah. There are so many little references. Earlier we had to do the gauntlet from the Avengers with come on, the Infinity Stones. We were in Atlantis and Aquaman, like Jason Momoa, was walking around. I've seen Rick and Morty in here. They're now talking about Neo. Neo had an appointment earlier in the day. We don't know with whom, but our hacker asked for more money. Let's go there and find out who hired him to hack the central bank. Find Neo. He went back 2 ticks. And here you have Zack Wild. Where did you walk to? Slash. No. That's not you. Is it? No, that's not you. Oblivion. Found him. Detective, did you see this distortion? The one giving money to Neo isn't a real human being, but it is Oblivion in disguise. So it was by its doing that this chain of events was put into motion, but what was the purpose? We're at a dead end. We already know that Neo has no motive other than to get money for hacking the central bank. And we can't follow Oblivion because it's a shapeshifter. This leaves us with only one possible lead, Gianni Picorella. We have and discover why Oblivion set Neo against him. While you keep looking for our banker, let me give you some more historical background. Neo's revelation had many unforeseen consequences. Investigations followed and governments became aware of a secret war fought through history by 3 shady factions. Such revelations had a destabilizing effect. Oh my god. They were just a spark, but they were able to ignite the flames of repressed conflicts. The collapse of the information age began that day. Gianni Picorella. That is you. I have no clue. No. But I think we're still busy for a while because I feel like we have to complete every age for 100%, and then we have 3 enemies so far that we need to get to 100% because then we are able to defeat it. But I don't know how fast that goes. Yeah. Which way did you go? Because here I have Rick and Morty again. You'd think if he walks this way that he's going that way. Oh, he is. He's here. There. He's about to enter his house. We won't see what happens inside its walls if we move to the next tick without obtaining a clue. Yes, detective? Why can't we see through walls? It's easy. All our information about the timeline has been rendered via a quantic data gathered by HQ. We can't look through a wall because in our simulation there is literally nothing behind it. If only we had more data or another point of view. Wait a second. We have them. You have part of Rage's file in my subroutines now. I can extract his quantic data and create a simulation based upon a different point of view, then use it as a backbone for a new tool that could be useful in situations like this. Let's move forward a bit and look inside his luxurious home. Wait, while I merge Rage's data with my own and create our new tool, 21% completed, 43% completed, 83% completed, update completed. Detective, we're ready to test our new tool, the Parallax Analysis. To turn it on, press the new icon that appears on my interface. As you can see, Detective, with this new tool we can reconstruct the quantum structure of a place even when it isn't visible from the outside. The rendering mode is a bit imprecise, but for our purpose it'll suffice. Unfortunately, we can't apply it to every building or place on the maps because it would require too much computing power. From time to time, we'll use these quantum calculations in areas we may need for investigations. Now, find Giovanni Picarelli in his apartment. Good job, Detective, you found him. Well, that's strange. He appears to be using an impressive piece of technology. Only people affiliated with the Eye or the Vow during the Information Age had access to such advanced computers. If he can find the mainframe, I'll be able to interface with it. Find the mainframe. Mainframe of what? Of the computer? I don't know what I'm now supposed to look for. Use a reality manipulator to find the mainframe. Reality manipulator? Is that this one? Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Data extraction subroutine loaded correctly. Hey Weebad, welcome back. Of course you do. Well, this computer had only one primary purpose. It was a security system. It was tasked with protecting the central bank and this house. Detective, I think we've been fooled. Do you remember when we first saw the central bank? Did you notice anything strange? Yes, you're right. All systems went crazy, but still no one took advantage of it. There was no robbery or anything of the kind, unless the actual target wasn't the bank's safe, but this very house. Private music school? Yeah. We have to move to that tick and find clues near Gianni Pecorella's apartment. Investigates the vicinity of the house. I don't think this is it. Wait, do it again. And I was talking to the woman that's the owner and a teacher there, and she asked me if I was willing to give some guitar lessons to some of her beginner students, and I accepted it. Oh, look at you, working 3 jobs a day now. I mean, more money, right? And now at least it gives you something to do. Yeah, you have your main busking thing, then the other one with like the other person with the millionaires, and the teaching thing. That's 3, right? I don't think this is it. Suspicion coming from the apartment balcony. Wait, maybe we need to get rid of this. Oh, this thing. Ah, John Wick. I forgot about John Wick being in here. A letter. Good job, detective. It's signed by Vulpin III. How unexpected. He's the well-known heir of a long line of legendary thieves. I'll bet you remember Arsene Vulpin II from the Blue Mask case. Of course, they seem connected to a long series of thefts involving ancient Atlantean relics. Let's look for Vulpin III. He can't be far away. Also, if the tales are true, he always wore a monocle, just as his ancestors did. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. There is now so much written on my map. But I guess it also should kind of somehow make it easier to find things, because I believe that they like don't overweight. I haven't seen anyone with a monocle here though. Have I? Not that I remember. Private school. Maybe there is too much on this. I see 1 glass. I don't know if he has 2 or not. I don't know. There's a first for everything. Just try it. Yeah, you found him. He's running away from Pecorella's apartment with a giant piece of an ancient Atlantean statue in his hands. Now I see why Gianni had such a powerful computer to watch over his treasures. That relic is invaluable. Just like his ancestors. Vulpin... The third is essential for the true timeline. The whole family seems to be pivotal in the time flow, but we can't let him escape. There's too much at stake. Let's notify the police. Error! Error! Unstable to proceed. This action requires admin access. As I thought. Even if I wanted to do something like that, there are safeguards in my core code to prevent me from even trying. Well, if we can't stop him, we have to at least recover the loot. Let's move forward. So you went that way. How the hell am I then supposed to find you again? Because that arrow is like out of reach. Here. He's escaping with a personal gyrocopter. This machine uses computer navigation so we can hack into its system and try to turn it off. Temporal link subroutine loaded correctly. Let's see where our thief has landed. Well, if you flew that way... I don't know how far you... Okay, do you, like, fall directly? Because otherwise you would have fallen here. That would have been, like, since John Wick is here with his dog. If he would have fallen here, he would have fallen on top of the dog. That would have been true to the story. Someone here in the mountain. Maybe he went that. Oh, here. I spot him. There. He's alive and mostly unharmed, but there's no sign of the giant foot. This is our chance to have it recovered and return to its owner. Find the giant foot. Well, if you fell here... then you'd think it will be close to here too. Did she say giant foot? Has like massive toes too. Finally had dinner. Are you also like just not hungry when it's late? When it's late. Not hungry when it's late. No, not hungry when it's warm. I know words. It took over an hour? Holy frick. That's a long time. Where did you lose your foot? No, I'm starting to struggle again. But I need to fix this one first before I can stop. So keep your eyes peeled for an enormous foot. Maybe it fell in like bushes or something. There. At last, the giant foot. Now I can notify the police and they'll return it to Mr. Pecorella. With this, we've prevented the paradox from happening and the true timeline will remain intact. Good job, detective. Still, this feels like a hollow victory. There is still so much we don't know. Why did a member of the Eye have such an artifact, and why does the true timeline demand he keeps it? What was the actual role of Oblivion in all of this? Did it merely create an occasion for an unsuspected Vulpin III, or are they allies? What are the true goals of Vulpin III and his family? You have a lot to think about, detective. Let's return to the mainframe. Okay. White spectrum quantum scan completed. Injection. You may be wondering who I am. Funny, isn't it? The answer is something we'll talk about at a later date. I want to help you, but I can't do it with the feathers of the law around my neck. We have the same goal, believe me. I want nothing more than to persevere the timeline and secure a future for humanity. I'll be by your side, but Eve must not know. You don't want to get me into trouble, do you? You'll see, I'll show you that you can trust me. She's getting stronger and smarter, and she's been smart since the beginning. I know. Oops, you're lagging a little, detective. Back to the task at hand. While this is a great victory, there is still too much we don't know. Until we can determine why the rogue AIs are trying to destroy the true timeline, we won't be able to make a plan to stop them once and for all. We should be able to understand how and why the Vulpin dynasty is somehow connected to this plot. Trying to locate them could help us solve this mystery. I'll start scanning all the anomalies through the different Nexus events and select the ones where the paradox starts with a theft. With some luck, we can find a Vulpin there. I found one. Detective, I found a suitable anomaly in the Lost Age. Let's go. Yeah, we're not going. That is for next time. Yeah, if I close my eyes, it's hurting. I've been staring too long at a very wide screen. I still have no achievements. They are definitely not unlocking, but I know I've done a bunch. I think I'm gonna have to put that on the discussion thing if nobody else has yet, but you know, priorities and stuff. Maybe close your eyes and still see the map. Yeah, exactly. No, you're welcome. No problem. Thank you for hanging out. You're welcome, Dennis. No problem, Robin.
Voice.
Right, we're gonna go on raid, so I would appreciate it if you guys could copy and paste the raid message. Make sure that you don't have the space in front of the /me, because otherwise the cursive doesn't work. And if you are not a sub, then feel free to change the emote. For everyone that is in chat but not yet in Discord, feel free to join so you don't miss out on any of the fun, meaning every Wednesday's movie night. With next Wednesday, we'll be watching the new, or well, relatively new, Dungeons and Dragons movie. We are gonna go and say hi to Thea for her fundraiser. I know words. Because she's nearly there, and we are just gonna go there, show support until she makes it. Right. Thank you, guys. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow with art, and where I'm gonna have to start on a very scary, cute little painting. Oh, yeah, okay. This is gonna stay a mystery. Oh, no, there. You can see a very stupid sketch. I'm terrified of starting with this one, but you know, it'll be alright. Alright, thank you guys, and hopefully I will see you next time. Otherwise, we'll talk. Bye.
Is this the final scene in our tragic play? Only curtains remain to fall.